Do I literally, I can't move the next day. Like, I'm not moving out of bed. I can't even walk.
I don't like clowns.
A Boy and His Dog, a film that has become a cult legend.
Right now I'm hungry and I want to get laid.
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
I feel like if I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna use all my products to come out with you, I need like a minimum of $200. A minimum, and that's like being nice.
And what does the man get in return for that?
My presents?
What, aren't you having his presents within you already?
I hear you, but no.
Give him the girl. Pull up your pants, Romeo.
In the future, your dog will tell you how to survive.
I saw someone talk about this thing where girls who used to go out all the time and were wild, but now are kind of like homebodies. The thing about us is I may not go out anymore, but the thing is when I do go out and I party, I am partying like a feral animal. I get disgusting hangovers, absolutely. Do I literally, I can't move the next day. Like, I'm not moving out of bed. I can't even walk.
Why can't you?
Oh, ew.
Yikes.
But that's the fun part about homebodies that go out that nobody talks about, is when you do, girl, you are wild. I'm just a different person. I am a wild child in my element. I want to party, I want to have a good time. And when it hits, it hits. Those are the real ones.
Alrighty then. Next.
If you continue to find the food for your dog, he will find you a woman.
Excuse me. I just wanted I want to say you're very pretty.
No.
You're very beautiful.
I'm not interested.
Excuse me?
I'm on the phone.
Just wanted to say you're really pretty.
Keep lying.
You're really pretty.
I'm married.
Could I get your number or we could meet up?
No, sorry, really not interested.
Oh, thank you.
I love your dog. So cute. Are you single?
Yes, I am.
Can I have your number?
You want my number?
Yeah.
Of course. Should we exchange numbers?
Yeah, for sure.
Can I take your number?
Yes, of course. You have a girlfriend?
No, I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh, that's good.
Are you single?
Yeah, I'm ready to mingle.
And ready to mingle. You want to go for a drink or something?
Will Freddie be there?
If you want him to be there, he can be there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sababa.
They not like us. They not like us.
You know how incels are obsessed with the notion of Chads and Tyrones, and they think that if a guy is 6 foot and super good looking, women will do anything to be with him.
So it's true.
Insane.
Yeah. Clinically insane like a fox.
No matter how terrible he is as a person. Well, a guy on Twitter has basically proved their point. As an experiment, he made a profile on one of the dating apps using this really attractive guy's photos, and he wrote in the bio, "I have a criminal record for being a woman, but we all have a past." And this is the photo that he chose to use, just some super good looking, generic Chad type guy. Now, personally, this would put me off matching a guy.
Sure.
But apparently it didn't put some women off. And this fake profile of a woman being got over 800 matches in 48 hours.
That's not at all surprising, Doctor.
Have you ever met a human woman?
Wow.
Which, if this is true, is really freaking messed up. Also, the amount of women messaging him first is upsetting me. Because not only have they matched him, but they're going out of their way to pursue him. And it's super reminiscent of when that model got arrested and his mugshot started circulating and all the women were like, oh, he can attack me, I don't mind. So messed up.
Accused in the brutal slayings of 2 Florida State University sorority sisters in January 1978. His trial has attracted a steady and unusual stream of spectators. Robin Lloyd of station WTVJ reports.
Each day, the courtroom is filled with spectators drawn by a fascination with Theodore Bundy himself or by the gruesome details of the crimes. Blood-stained pillows, pictures of the murdered co-eds, evidence that the women were sexually abused. What is unusual to see is that many of the onlookers are women, young women, contemporaries of the 5 Florida State sorority sisters who were assaulted in their beds a year and a half ago.
Every time he turns around, I kind of get that feeling, oh no, you know, he's gonna get me next, you know.
But yet you're fascinated by him.
Very, very. Every night when I go to bed, I just, you know, I get very scared. I shut my door and lock him, you know.
I'm not afraid of him. He just doesn't look like the type to kill somebody. You try to imagine yourself in his place and to see how he's feeling, looking at the pillows with blood stains and everything, and if he really did it or not.
The trial has drawn women from as far away as Seattle, where Bundy is suspected of other sex murders. Why is this happening? According to one psychiatrist, it is a mixture of fear, intrigue, and in particular, sexual attraction.
And so, yes, I do think this is, in an underlying sense, a sexual attraction, using that word very broadly for the moment. But there's no question but what violence does quicken the pulse of many people, and certainly of young women.
The young women themselves aren't too sure what it is that attracts them to the trial. Are you a little scared when you look at him?
Yes, it scares me to be in the same room with him, but I know there's other people in there, so.
Why do you do it?
I don't know.
Everyone makes him look so bad, you know, but I know that he's a nice person because I've met him and I know.
Why were you in the courtroom today?
I just wanted to see what he looked like. I think he's cute.
There was a lot of weird stuff, you know, send me your semen, I want to have your baby. You know, I mean, women are really crazy.
He loved the attention. At this point, the women started showing up, the so-called groupies, who would come to court and want to see Ramirez and who were rooting for him.
The thing that really astonished me in this was the attraction of what you describe as otherwise intelligent and capable women.
I mean, that is an oxymoron.
Attracted to somebody who is accused of crimes of this horrific magnitude.
The first thing I remember is that I walked into the courtroom. The entire back row was filled with goth girls.
Hardcore goth.
In black leather dresses and dark black hair and silver and chains.
'Cause she's goth!
All kinds of people, really crazy, you know, street folks and some other professional ones.
So yes, any of these 800 ladies, if you're watching, you've very much let yourselves down. You've let womanhood down.
From when?
The beginning of time.
And please don't match with guys who openly admit to being their exes.
Everyone's always like, she's like this because she's fatherless. She's like this because she's fatherless. Did it ever cross your mind that maybe I'm fatherless because I'm like this? Did that ever cross your mind? Maybe I just bring bad vibes.
I'm going on 50 first dates. Plot twist with rich guys only.
What is a red flag in girls?
I don't know if they're like...
Okay, what do we define as a...
Like if they have like a bunch of bodies?
Okay, how many bodies are we talking?
5+.
So if it's more than 5+, it's a no?
Yeah.
What do you think of my body count?
1,000?
It's a little bit higher. Is my body count an issue?
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't be wifey material.
Hell no.
Well, I guess it's the end of the date then. Maybe you can set me up with your dad instead.
Nah, I'm good.
Back to
I laid in the grass, and I loved him.
The devil.
You're in love with a demon, Eve?
If you are a godless woman with unresolved daddy issues, good luck ever finding a traditional man. I am telling you right now, the feminist propaganda has ruined Gen Z women. Like, why do you guys not know how to cook? Why are you 17, 18, 19, 20 years old and you're still making microwave mac and cheese for dinner? You don't know how to cook a meal. Guys, you just follow the recipe. It's not that hard. Because I'm telling you right now, it is the most liberal feminist women who complain about having to work and want to be a stay-at-home wife and have a strong man. But they complain about feminine traits. And I decided, you know what?
Dude.
I can either go down the feminist path, which is going to school for 8 years, working a career I hate where my boss flirts with me, finally finding a man who's probably weak and feminine because he's probably been married before or just has a crazy roster at that age. And then I would just be miserable and not have anyone to provide for me, probably deal with infertility because I'd be 35 to 40 trying to have kids. And people will say,
Yo,
oh,
this
it's
is so
not that
much
deep.
facts.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Ask these Christian conservative women why they got married at such a young age and how they found such a good man, and they will tell you exactly what I'm telling you.
You need to understand your audience, right? The John Wick movies, the audience is the dude, right? The dude that's into seeing dudes do badass shit, you know, and we want a little realism in there, you know? We can see John Wick being a badass. We can't see Mary Sue over here, 100 pounds soaking wet, doing the suplex on a 200-pound MMA guy. You know, that ain't gonna happen. We don't want to see them go head to head. We don't care. You know, if they're gonna put a broad in there, have her wear something nice and be all cool with John Wick or something.
This isn't
ending
anytime soon.
I'll miss you, Big. I'll really miss you. L.Q. Jones, a boy and his dog.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your heads off.
How many of our ICE agents have been doxxed for doing their duty? How they have been targeted?
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
If you let my hands go, I find behind my back.
All right. Cool. Other hand. Lay flat. Lay flat.
Other hand, sir. Other hand.
There's no recording allowed out here.
I did not know.
There's no recording allowed out here per FBI, right?
That's how you do it.
It is a messed up world.